Okay, so let me share my screen. Now, before I start, all of y'all, can y'all see the Canvas course shell? Can y'all see the Canvas course shell? For those students who enroll as 5006 CMD, right? They can see the Canvas course shell as well because I already parked them under 5012 CEM. So you should see, you can able to see both. Can you all see the Canvas course shell? Yeah, okay. At least 1% responded. Okay. Okay, now let me share my screen. Okay, before I go to the slide, right, there's important thing I would like to actually bring up. Okay, especially those who are under final semester. Okay, I want you all to take note on this. Okay, first of all, those who are in the final semester, which means internship is your final semester, you are required to take note of this. Okay, first of all, you are required to by 15th of June, if you don't receive any email from me or Miss Kavita, I'd like to introduce Miss Kavita. Miss Kavita will be the Miss Kavita Devi is our new HOP for degree program. So you can even email her as well. She's in the call. Okay. So you can also email her as well. So basically, you have to take note that by 15th of June, if you don't receive any email neither from me or Miss Kavita, then means you pass your internship. Okay, but you receive email from us saying that sorry to inform you that you already failed your internship, means you cannot go and submit for completion letter. Okay, where do you submit for completion letter? You go to your Inti Digital Hub. Okay, you go under Inti Penang, IICP Inti Penang. Okay, go to resources, student forms. Okay, after that you go under completion letter. You see this completion letter. Okay, under this completion letter, right, you have to choose completion letter Coventry University only applicable for IICP. Okay, I repeat, for those students who are in the final semester, which means internship is your final semester, if by 15th of June, you don't receive any email, neither from me or Miss Kavita saying that you're regarding your internship, okay, means you already passed your internship. But if you were to receive email from us saying that, dear, ABC, sorry to inform you that you failed your internship, then too bad, you have to retake your internship. But if you never receive anything, then you can raise completion letter. But this completion letter is only valid for those students who are in the final semester on internship. So once you raise this completion letter, Coventry University only applicable for IICP, um, the registry team will take 5 days to process this letter. So if you need urgently, then right after 14 June or 15 June, you can actually straight away request for this form. But they will take 5 days to process. That one is standard. Okay. So you have to take note of that. So that is on the completion letter. Okay. Now, next, accessing final result. I believe after your results for January, right? Most probably will be releasing by either end of January or first week of February. So you wait for my announcement in the Facebook. Okay. And I will also email out when is the actual date that the results is out. Okay. Because this one I'm still waiting for Coventry to give us the feedback when they can release the results in the Solar. So once you see the results in the Solar, okay, please ensure that you save a copy of your records. Why? Because those students who already terminated, which means in the exam board, if you already declare the students saying that they have already completed and graduated, your access to Solar will be terminated. So this is very crucial, and too bad none of us here can access to Solar except you. Okay, we don't have access. So if you don't save a copy after your results is released, then we can't able to help you out, because the thing is that you only will get your transcript, okay, and your certificate during your convocation. And your convocation ceremony will be held somewhere in November. Okay? I can't remember the actual date. It's either second week or third week of November. Okay? So till then, you don't have transcript yet. So what you have, you only have the completion letter, okay? And also your solar results. So this is the only thing that you will have to apply for job. Okay? And next, you should request for withdrawal form because you already completed, right? So you can request for withdrawal form. Where to get the withdrawal form? You fill up this withdrawal form and then attach along with your bank account. And then you can email to myself and loop in Miss Kavita and Miss Fatin as well. So like being mentioned here, your official transcript and certificate you will only be getting during convocation ceremony, which will be held in November. There is no partial transcript, there is no partial certificate and all that. That is one thing because I'm keep receiving emails on that. So I would like to actually put this up so that everybody is clear. Next, I hope nobody emailed and asking me, Miss, can I have CGPA conversion from cumulative average to CGPA? We don't have that conversion as well. Take note, it's a UK degree. So all UK degree, there is no any CGPA. It based on cumulative average. Okay? Any question as of now? This is especially for final semester students, which means internship is your final semester. Now, if after your results is out, okay, if you check at Solar and you find out that some of the modules you need to resit, you are not considered final semester, means you need to come back. For example, you fail security, maybe coursework 1 or coursework 2, okay, or maybe you fail FYP, for example, okay, then you need to retake those, you need to resit those modules, okay. And security, you can only allow to resit in August. Okay. FYP, you can resit again in April. So it depends the modules. We are not offering all the modules in every semesters. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So I'll continue. Okay. First, I want you all to take note that in order for you to complete your degree program, right, you should also require to pass your MPU subject. So everybody will be taking 5 MPU subject. Okay. And on top of commentary module, you also need to pass internship. Okay. Now, just to give a heads up to everyone, we do have students failing internship. And too bad this round, I already receiving 2 feedback from the company regarding our student. And it's our degree student. Okay. So I really hope that you all, try to make sure don't always look into the phone. Okay. Whatever task that is being given, make sure you talk to them and ask them. Okay. If you face challenges during your internship, okay, each one of y'all will be assigned with a internal supervisor. So you can actually check with your internal supervisor. Later on, I also will tell you all where to get the internal supervisor details. Or you can even feedback to either me or Miss Kavita on the challenges, and also Miss Janice, okay, from Career Service. You have to let us know because we don't want only after you go through those issues, then only bring it up to us. We have one case last year. 4 students were actually affected where, the performance manager doesn't want to approve their leave. They even rated them very low in their marks and everything. And I was their internal supervisor. When I arranged for a meeting also, the performance manager doesn't want to have a meeting with me. Okay. So we have these issues. So that's why I said, whatever issues that you all have, you have to let us know. Clear? Okay. And the result of this module is either pass or fail. And I would like to repeat, it is not added to your cumulative average. Okay. You just need to pass this module, similar like MPU. Okay. And another important thing, you need to actually complete your internship in one company for 12 weeks. You cannot be like, okay, this week, I'm working on company A, but I feel very stressful with company A. So I want to switch to company B. I already done 1 week. So can I carry forward my 1 week? There's no such things. Okay. You are allowed to complete 12 weeks you must complete exactly 12 weeks in order for you to pass. And you are not allowed to switch company in between. Like I give example just now. This week you do in company A, you're too stressful, then you manage to earn another company, and then the pay also quite high. You decided to switch. You need to start all over again, which means you cannot carry forward the 1 week that you have done in your company A. Okay, so that is the thing that I would like to actually bring up to everyone here. Okay, next is the enrollment. Now, all of y'all had, I believe, already able to access to your Canvas course shell. So this is your Canvas course shell. So those who enroll under 5006 CMD, don't worry, it's already part of this Canvas course shell. Okay, so you can actually look through what are the submission required and the deadline and all that. So I'm going to talk on that as well. Okay. Now, first thing, there are some columns that need to be added by your, you need to update regarding your external supervisor by 23rd of June. So later on in Canvas, I'm going to post out the announcement that you are required to update certain information. So basically, you need to update your supervisor name, okay, your external supervisor, their name, their email address, their contact number. Okay, why you need to update this information? This is so that our INTI lecturer can contact your external supervisor to arrange for a visit. Now that visit can be carried out offline, which means virtual, or can be carried out face to face, because I understand some company policies, they don't allow outsiders to come in, you know. So we have to respect to the company policy. We have to follow that. So we allowed them to have it virtual. But if the company allowed us to come over, then we'll come over. Okay. So you need to update the external supervisor details by 23rd of June. Okay, so I'll upload this the Google Sheet that have all your details and all your internship particulars. So you cross-check your internship particulars now, especially your start date, end date, is it correct or not? The company that you're working on is correct or not? Okay, the address, and then you also need to add on, fill up the external supervisor details, their name, the email address, their name, their email address, and the contact number. Okay. Now, some of you all would be asking me, Miss, if let's say I'm being assigned to a manager, but the one that giving the task is actually the maybe his engineer, for example. So you must make sure that your manager knows about your detail, because at the end of the day, they are the one that going to reward the marks, you know. Okay. So you may need to discuss with the manager who's going to sign your logbook and all that, because maybe your manager might not know what are the tasks that you're working on. So when giving marks that time, he or she also might not be clear. Okay. So that's the reason why you discuss with your manager or supervisor on this, who's the right person to sign your logbook. And because at the end of the day, they need to give you marks, you know. So that is very important. Any question? What is January? Rachel, sorry, I don't get, what do you mean by January? Yeah? Yeah, 23rd January. Why? You have to fill up the particulars of the supervisor. Okay. Okay. Now, next, like I said, in the same spreadsheet, you're going to see who's your INTI supervisor, the email address, and if the meeting is going to be conducted online, the INTI supervisor will update the Teams meeting here as well. Okay. If it's not going to be online, if it's going to be face-to-face, then they don't have to update here, but they will be blocking your calendar together with the your supervisor calendar as well. Now, it's good that if your supervisor, your external supervisor could join the meeting as during the visit, they can also join the meeting so that it could be more productive. Then maybe certain things that they would like to know more, then they could actually ask your supervisor. Okay. So these particular details will be actually added by the INTI lecturers. So their the name has already filled up. Email address also there. They only need to fill up this if the meeting is going to be conducted online. If I'm not in the spreadsheet, how come? How come you're not in the spreadsheet? I haven't uploaded the spreadsheet yet, How come you can be confirmed that you're not in the spreadsheet? I haven't uploaded the spreadsheet yet. Why are you not in the spreadsheet? You didn't inform Miss Janice. Oh, yeah. Don't refer to that. Yeah, that is previous semester. Yeah. Okay, I'll continue back. Okay, what are the things that you need to submit and how the marking is going to be done? Okay, first of all, industrial training report will be 35 marks. Okay, CV revision exercise is 10%, logbook 20%. Okay, presentation slide 20%, and your external supervisor will be giving you 15%. So total up will be 100%. So now I'm going to walk through you with the logbook so that you know what to do. Let me start with the logbook first. Okay, so this is the logbook cover page. Okay. Okay, now in this logbook, okay, as you can see, you need to fill up your name, your INTI metric number, your Coventry student ID, your semester. This internal supervisor is INTI lecturer's name. So you fill up their name. Okay. External supervisor is your company supervisor. So let's say you're working in company A. So who are you attached to? Okay. And then the department, which department you are assigned to, what is the company's address and their phone number. Okay. And then the section. Now, this industrial supervisor is your external supervisor. So the name, contact, and the email. This supervisor detail must be tally with this information here. The external supervisor, it must be the same. You cannot put someone here and under the logbook, you put someone else. You cannot be doing that. It has to be the same person. What is the nature of the company and then the nature of your job? Whether is it a programming base? Some of you all could be doing front end, maybe more on the maybe more on the analyst part, okay, system analyst, or some of you are more on the back end, okay. So it's all depends. So you put in the nature of your job, training duration, how many weeks, the training time. So you can put in how long is your internship period. Now this academic supervisor is actually referring to your INTI supervisor. So who is your INTI supervisor? The name, the contact number, you can actually put it blank, the email address. Okay. Your correspondent address, and then who's the person to contact in case emergency. That is for your case. Okay. And the personal accident insurance. Now, after that, you summarize what are the responsibility and duties that you are actually doing. Okay. You just summarize it in this particular page. Now, next, record of training arranged by employer. Now, I believe when you join the company, you could be arranged to some number of trainings, So you put in all the trainings that you're attached to, okay, the date and the duration. After that, you need to put in your name, put the date, and then your employee need to sign here. And then all these things, if there is any during your visit, maybe some of y'all are given, maybe some of the manufacturing companies, right? You are being briefed about where is the facilities are, where is the canteen, place of work, and all that. If there is, you fill up. If they don't have, you don't have to fill up. Okay, so it's based on the company. Okay, then you sign here accordingly. Now, this is the part that you need to put in your weekly assignment. So let's say this week, okay, Monday, what is the assignment that you did? What are the tasks that's given to you that you have done? Followed by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. After you fill up, your supervisor can put in their remarks. This part signed by supervisor. You don't sign on behalf. That can also go into a hearing. Okay. So far, we don't have any students sign on behalf. So I hope you all also follow the same lah. Please don't sign on on behalf of your supervisor. You can ask the supervisor to sign. Okay. You can actually have an arrangement with them whether they want to sign weekly or they want to sign monthly, one shot, everything once you complete, sign. So that is arrangement between you and the supervisor. Okay. I think you uploaded the old batch students. I already unpublished it, you know. Where are you seeing that, Weng Hong? Okay, I will delete the one in the announcement. Wait, give me a minute. Let me quickly delete so that you all are not confused. Okay, I have deleted. So you shouldn't be seeing the one in the you shouldn't be seeing the old batch one already. Okay. Okay, if for the daily log, if public holiday or MC what to fill up, so you can just put it public holiday or on MC. So you can just put accordingly. Any other questions before I continue? Can I add columns inside table if I need to categorize? Columns inside what table? You mean in the logbook? Darren, is it in the logbook? You can. I'm okay with that. You want to put that, you can. But see whether it doesn't look messy. As long you can able to organize it well, then I'm fine with it. Okay, as if you want to organize it, I'm fine. You can do that. Okay, let me continue. Okay, logbook. Okay, so already done page 1, page 2. Let me share my screen back. Already done page 2, page 3, page 4 also done. I'll go on to page 5. Okay, page 6 is where you sign, you put in the details on weekly manner, then you sign, you let your supervisor to sign. You don't sign, okay? So you put the week beginning date. So from which week to which week? So you put the duration. Then this is all the weekly. Then let me proceed further. So you should have 12 weeks. Okay, let me go on to the subsequent. Now, this is monthly. So some of you all who started work in December, right? So you can actually talk about what is your monthly reflective practice in the month of December. So what is the summary of the work done? You can just summarize it. Okay. What are the problems that you encounter, the challenges, and what are the action that you take to resolve? And what are the new skills that you have acquired? And you sign. You get your supervisor to sign, okay? Then similar goes to the subsequent page, all about the monthly reflect. You just summarize what you have, what are the tasks that you have done during that month. Okay. Now, next, performance assessment metrics training. Okay, this part you can fill up. I repeat, under the performance assessment metrics trainee, page 26, you can fill it up. So which means you rate yourself. Maybe under self-management, initially you perhaps maybe you can reward yourself as 2. Then now you are like 5, very outstanding already. Example. Okay. So this one you rate yourself. Okay. Now, after that, you put in your marks. Okay. This is for your own. Now, supervisor, do you see this part? Page 28. In fact, even in the slide, I did mention do not fill up page 28. This page 28 is actually for your supervisor. Now, we cannot be asking your supervisor to fill up the score, right? And you can see the marks. So what we are going to do, we have converted this into a Google form. So our INTI lecturer here, okay, for example, I'm just giving an example. Maybe I'm the INTI lecturer for those who are working in company A, okay? So for those students that under me who are in company A, I'll be emailing out to the external supervisor a Google form that has all these characteristics, the questions that I'm going to ask here. So I already put it into the Google form. So they will actually reply me with the score. So you don't have to ask your supervisor to fill up this part. I repeat back, please do not ask your supervisor to fill up this part. This one will be handled by the INTI supervisor. Okay, like I give example just now. Maybe for example, for those who are working under company A, I'm their INTI supervisor. I will be emailing out a Google form that has all the questions that answers this, and the supervisor will reply back with the score. So the score will be over 35, which will be converting to 15%. Okay, so page 28, leave it blank, and then after that, yeah, so that's about it. Any question on the logbook? Yeah, I think I already shared the screen, right? Any questions on the logbook? Before I proceed, write in paragraph or note form. Up to you, and depends on your supervisor what they want. We accept both. But the page 26, oh, okay. Wait, I go back. Okay, I repeat, So now page 26 just now, as you can see, the performance assessment matrix trainee, this part you fill up. Okay, so you give your score accordingly. So under managing tasks, maybe initially you were 3 and now you're 5. Okay, and then communication, maybe initially 1 and then now you're 5. So you rate yourself. Okay, and then total up your marks over 35. Now, page 28. You see here, performance assessment matrix supervisor. This part you don't fill up. Okay, this part should only be filled up by your external supervisor, which is the one that attached to the company. Who are you attached to in the company, right? That supervisor who will fill it up. But how do they fill up? You don't give your logbook and ask them to fill up. Then you'll know the marks. So how this is going to be done? Our INTI supervisor, okay, which means who's your INTI lecturer. So given lah, maybe for example, in company A, there are 5 students who are working in company A. And all these company A students are attached to me as the INTI lecturer. So I will be emailing out a Google form, a survey form to the supervisor, asking him or her to fill up for the particular 4 students, what is the marks rewarded. So based on that, I will get their marks for the performance assessment matrix. Okay. For the daily log, the date should be put by supervisor or self. Daily log, date you can put yourself lah. Date you can fill up, but not the sign. Okay, any questions on the logbook? No, so can I continue? External supervisor email is their personal, company email, not personal email. Okay. If you're doing unrelated tasks, need to fill up also. Like how, maybe finance issue. Wait. I think there are a lot of questions coming in. Wait, maybe we are helping our colleagues with their job. Wait. I answer Jing Zuan first and Jithao. Jithao, what do you mean finance issue? You mean you are not doing something that you're not supposed to do, is it? Is it part of your job scope? Initially in the offer letter, did they say that you are required to work under finance? Or
No,
it's deviating from your offer letter?
no.
This one I need to be clear. Whether is it part of your offer letter that you are
No.
required to work under finance?
Offer letter, right? They don't like some companies they don't give like job scope one. So if like
I don't see reply from Jithao yet. Let me go into Jingzuan document. But is it related to your daily task? But it's related to your daily, I mean, like document out your work. Is it something like that, Jingzuan? If it's documenting out your work, then that makes sense, you know. So you should actually let us know. Yeah. Okay. Then next is that um doing okay. Maybe helping our colleagues with their job. Okay. Then how about your deadline? Do you have a deadline, J3? Part of your work you can write. As long your supervisor approve lah, then you can take it. Okay. For internship start earlier than stated date, we just add newly week logbook on. Yes. Okay. So, any more questions before I move on to the other two submissions required? If your supervisor okay to write it, then you can put in. Because eventually they are going to sign, you know. Yeah. Then you can put in. Okay. Okay, so I'll continue back. Next is on the CV revision. Now, what does this CV revision exercise? Just to share with you all, this CV revision exercise, you are required to upload a CV, okay, before and after, which means before the placement and after the placement. So, as you can see under the CV revision, right? Okay, clearly stated what you require to do. So, there should be two CVs. One is before and one is after, okay, which is before the placement. Start by, you should merge under one. So in your CV, you should have pre-placement CV, that is version 1. And then after that, subsequently, you should have version 2. That is post-placement. So in your CV, you should have version 1, which is before completing your internship, right? What are the skills that you have and all that. After that, version 2 should be post placement, which means after you have completed your after you have completed your internship, what are the additional skills or strengths of even the projects that you have completed. So in one file, you should actually put in CV version 1 and version 2. You don't submit as two different files. You should merge as one and submit it. Okay, so and then you put in your, if you want to explain about the strength and weakness in another page also can, or you want to put a stars within the resumes, to indicate where is your strength like also can. So up to you. So it's already clearly indicated what are the things that you should put in your CV. Need to write any report for CV? I just said no. CV is the same as resume, yes. Okay, but the only difference is that you must have pre-placement, which means before internship, and then that is your version 1, and post-placement, which is after internship, version 2, merge both. Got error, internship, version merge both files and submit as one file. Okay? After internship, yes, definitely. That's why we have pre and post, right? Yeah. So I will continue. Okay, so this is CV revision. Okay, the next one. Okay, I don't go to the presentation first. I go to the report. Logbook is the same thing. What is the logbook that you all put here? You submit here lah. Huh? Okay. So what are the details required? The cover page is here. Okay. But what should be in your logbook? Everything is already put in here. And what are the things you have to submit? Okay. So you already put in. You should submit it here. Okay. Now next. This is the important report. Okay. Now, under your report, what are the things that you should have in your report? Okay, your report should be not more than 5,000 words and below not less than 3,000 words. So you should actually put about the workplace organization, the management structure. For example, you can put the company's vision and mission, their organization chart. But whatever things that you're going to put, I would like you all to get consent from your supervisor, whether you can put in or not. Okay, so that is the reason why here there is a statement indicate that please discuss with your supervisor, because we don't want later if there is any sensitive information that you put in within your report, okay, and ended up the supervisor found it, and we don't want to be answerable for that. Okay, so please make sure that your supervisor has go through and give clearance on your report before you submit in this link. Okay, because we don't want later you put in the screenshot of the code, okay, or screenshot of certain images, which is actually the company's private and confidential data or sensitive. Then it's kind of a difficult situation here. So please ensure that you discuss with your supervisor. Okay, he or she must go through the report. Once they say okay already, then you can submit. So what are the things should be in your report? You should talk about, summarize your weekly task, the one that you discuss monthly, right? You can put that in. You can also share what are the challenges, how do you overcome the challenges, how do you improvise from that. Okay, all that you can put that in. Does it have to be the same with the resume given to the company? I'm not sure if my resume status right. Yes, Jayashri, but then yes for the placement, because before you go for intern, I believe the resume is the same, right? But after post placement, then your strength and weakness should increase, right? Because you are learning extra skills. Even you can also improvise your soft skills, maybe in terms of presentation you are better, in terms of time management. Okay, all this you can put in. Increase and decrease. Okay, Okay, one more question. Is it company supervisor? Um, I don't get you, Rachel. What do you mean by company supervisor? Okay, so I'll continue. So this is on the CV. Then the next part. Okay, CV done. Logbook also done. Okay, report also done. Next is your presentations slide. Okay, now usually what happen is that whoever coming for the visit, right, they will do the internship presentation one shot. Okay, we will not be having another internship presentation, but that is also again go back to the company's policy. If the company don't allow external people to visit, then too bad. We may need to have a virtual meeting to understand what are the things that you have done and all that. So in your slide, you should cover about the workplace organization, the management structure. Again, please make sure you go back to your supervisor and ask, can I put this in or not? I don't want you put this in. During the meeting, the supervisor asked, hey, how come this is on the slide? Okay, so please make sure your supervisor go through the slide. What are the projects that you've taken? Now, again, like I said, if you can't put in the screenshot, it's okay. Okay, we truly understand. Okay, so you check with your supervisor. If you can put in, then you can put in. If you cannot put in, it's okay. So you explain. I do have some cases where the student didn't put in, but he basically show from his laptop. So I just jot it down in my notebook. Okay, the student has done this and that. Okay, that is also acceptable because, like I said, it's based on the company policy. Certain because most of the companies they have their own policies. You cannot share their details. So you have to make sure you follow that. And then at the end of the slide, you should also talk about how do you improvise? What are the challenges that you have? How do you overcome it? Okay, like a reflections like that. So that is what you should have in the slide. Now, please make sure the slide is not more than 12 to 15. Don't try to go beyond 15 lah, less than 15. Okay, and the duration of the internship presentation, right, could be 30 minutes. It won't be 30 minutes. I know some of you all could ask, would they be asking about the coding and all that? Of course, no. Okay, if you want to explain, you can explain, but we were not going to be thoroughly asking, oh, can you change your code and all that? No, 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 nothing to do with that. Okay, but during your internship presentation, we really hope that we can actually have a session with your supervisor, your external supervisor. Okay, and hopefully you can also, if possible lah, help us to book a room lah during the presentation so that we can actually have a conducive environment. If your company don't have such thing, then it's okay. We can just have it at your workplace also. So up to you. Okay, all this discussion will be happening between your external supervisor and your internal supervisor. Okay, so that is on your presentation slide submission. Okay, so with that, I'm done with my briefing. Any questions that you all have? For report discussion and the logbook after the trainee part. Um, yeah, this one is the supervisor. Peng Hong, why are you so excited that I'm going to visit company A? Wait lah, I'll let you know somewhere in February or March, okay? Because my schedule is quite tight now. Okay, I'll be coming over in February or March, okay? Can I remove course description and appendix A from the logbook? Yes, definitely. Yes, can. No, wait, course description and appendix A. Let me check, which is the one. Wait. From the logbook. You mean this part? Darren, can you show me which part? I need to check. Wait, wait. Are you referring to this, Karen? Page 38 and all that? The health one. Can show me the screenshot. Yeah, can share me the screenshot. Okay, any more questions? Oh, please maintain. Yeah, don't remove anything. Oops. Down. Please don't remove it. Okay. Is there no format for report? Just include the required stuff. Yeah, you just have to include the required stuff. There's no any particular format lah. Yeah, no any particular format. Particular format for the report. Free and easy. Okay, but since I said it's a report, hopefully the explanation are given in paragraph. Looks like FYP has been ghosting y'all till now. I didn't know about it. Okay. I don't have a particular format for the report. Okay, but explanation should be in a form of paragraph. I think I'll try to come up with a simple format lah. Okay, I'll come out with a format on this. I will come up with a simple format for the report. Okay, give me time by end of today. I'll upload into Canvas. For logbook is okay. Yes, can. Definitely can. Any other questions? Okay, so if it's a no, then yeah, that's all for the briefing. So I will end the briefing, but I'll stay on the call until 1. So those who shy to put in their questions in the chat, you can even unmute and ask, or you can even leave the call. So thank you everyone for joining, and those who are coming back, I'll see you all in April.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Inti got limit how many days leave for MC? You mean you are asking for internship, is it? Is this for internship? We don't have limit, but our only requirement is that you need to complete 12 weeks. Yeah, our only requirement, you need to complete 12 weeks. Yeah, that's the only requirement from our end. If my final week is on first week of semester, will it still considered as 12 weeks? Arvind, wait, if my final week is on first week of semester, which means April, is it? Okay, so ends on 3rd April. When did you start? Arvin, when did you start? 6th January. Wait, let me calculate. 6th January. So 6th January. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you are completing on 3rd April. Am I right? Then yes, 12 weeks. Correct. Yes. 12 weeks, Arvin. So it will be 12 weeks. Okay? Okay, the next question. For external supervisor, would it be my manager or my project lead? This is the one. Okay, this part, please check who will be endorsing the logbook. So the one
Excuse me,
that
miss.
endorsing the logbook is the one that's supposed to be your supervisor. But again, if every week your project lead might change, right? Then I would suggest that you have one particular person. So you may discuss with your supervisor, with your manager on this. Can your manager sign if that's, let's say you're under this particular project lead? As long your manager knows that you're doing the work, can he sign or not? So if your manager okay, then if your manager say no, you have to get your project lead to sign, then can up to that, up to the manager to decide. Because at the end of the day, they are the one that are going to give you marks.
Excuse me, miss.
Okay, Wing Dong?
Excuse me, miss. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you want to speak, Wing Dong?
Yeah.
You
Basically,
unmute.
actually, for my project, right?
I can't hear you. Hey, I can't hear you, you know? Can't hear you. I can hear just fine. I can't hear. I can't hear. Alamak. Then I need to restart my laptop lah. I cannot hear also just now if Jetha was speaking.
I think this is
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. I will. Yeah, I think I need to restart my laptop because there are some updates pending. So maybe Wedong, you want to type in your chat? Or can I call you? You put in your number, then I call you. You put in your number and then the time that I can call you. Can I call you after this? If can, then I can. Okay, so I'll call you. Okay. Can. So later I call you, Okay, next. I think that's all. Any more questions? Okay. Any more questions? No. Okay, so with the count of 5, I'm going to end the Teams meeting. 5. The supervisor from the performance metric is from Intel company. Company ratio. Okay, 5, 4, 3,